Hello, welcome everyone. So muna ma kowa barka da zuwa wannan page namu mai albarka. So this is another problem. As you can see, this is a physics problem, and I do believe the problem involves nothing but displacement and what, and it talks about direction also. Wannan problem da ku ga tana magana ne kan displacement, and we all know that displacement is nothing but the distance moved in a specified direction. That is tsawon distance ko tafiya da aka yi a wani direction. For instance, misali sai na ce ɗan liti misali walks, ɗan liti walks 20 kilometer, 20 kilometer, and another one says LET walks 20 kilometer due south. So as you can see here, now I get the magnitude, that is the size of the distance covered, which is 20 kilometer. In the second example, I said LET walks 20 kilometer due south. I get the magnitude, that is the size of the distance covered, and the direction, because I said due south. Nan ɗan liti ta kai kilomita 20 sai dai shi. Nan kuma ɗan liti ta kai kilomita 20 ya nufi kudu. So then this is fine direction. So this is displacement. And this one is just a what? It's just a distance. So let's see how we can solve this problem. But I'm going to solve one number. So it requires some diagrams. Tana buƙatar zane saboda shi zai taimaka ma yadda zaka solve it, and it is very simple, and it is mathematical in nature also. So let's read the questions. So a student walks 16 kilometers due east, and then 24 kilometers due north. Wani ɗalibi ne ya tafi kilomita 16 ya nufi ina gabas. Daga nan bayan da ya nihi gabas ya tafi kilomita 16, daga nan kuma sai ya juya sai ya nihi arewa ya tafi kilomita na 20. To ana son a gano resultant displacement, total distance covered in magnitude and the what, and the direction. So let's do this. A student walks 16 kilometers due east. Look at this. We have something like this. We have north here, we have south, we have east, and we have west. You see? Then we say what? 16 kilometers due east. So from here, it walks 16 kilometers. 16 kilometers. And then from there, he walks how many kilometers? 24 kilometers due north. 24 kilometers due north. You see? It moves 24 kilometers in the direction of the north and 16 kilometers in the direction of the east. As you can see. Nan ya ce kilomita nawa? 16 ya nufi ina, ya nufi east. Sannan kuma ta kilomita nawa? 24 ya nufi ina, ya nufi north. So wannan shine hint na yadda zamu gane zana. So look at this. So we have something like this. See? So how many? 16 kilometer. Then here how many? 24 kilometer. This one, just like this. So let's complete the diagram. So you see? So we want to find this one. This is the resultant. This is the what? This is the resultant displacement. We call it what? We call it what? So I hope there is not any problem. In our any problem, right? Yes. So look at this. We said 16 kilometers due east. You see 16 kilometers due east. Then 24 kilometers due north. Then 24 kilometers due north. So now when I'm so magano shini resultant displacement. When I say magano magnitude nishi ko when I say magano ni direction. So to find the direction, we must find the angles. Look at this. Let me call this angle what? Let me call this theta. Or alpha, any one. So let me just call it alpha like this. Alpha. So as you can see, being it a rectangle, Yes, it is a rectangle because one of the sides is longer than the other side. You see? So we have something like this. Opposite sides are what? Are equal. If this is 24 kilometer, this is also what? 24 kilometer. If this is 16 kilometer, this is also what? 16 kilometer. This, make sure, take note, this diagram is not drawn to scale. We're going to check one of the way we need scale, but we measure exact measure. It is not drawn to scale. So look at it. So if we want to find this, okay, let me level this. Let me call this P. Let me call this Q. Let me call this P. Let me call this P. Here, Q, whatever, just like that. So what is this? If this is 16, this is also what? 16. Okay. P, Q, M, N. Let me just name it this way. Let me just name it this way. So if you consider this triangle, NQM. Consider triangle NQ. Okay, I'm sorry. NMQ. Look at this. I mean this one. You see? This one is what? Alpha. Don't forget, this one is Q, and this one is what? M, and this one is what? N. You all know that PN is equal to what? QM of the sides of a what? Rectangle. So this is 24, this is also what? 24 kilometer. This one is what? 16 kilometer. Well, this one is what? So what do we want to find now? We want to find the value of what? That is the resultant displacement. Resultant displacement. So, how can we find this? As you can see, this is a right angle triangle. Take the right angle triangle, check. When I decide now, B, without the side in Buddha. Using which theorem? Pythagoras theorem. You know that? This is our adjacent. Ya ake gane adjacent. Line da angle ɗinka ta kwanta sama kuma 90 degree ta kwanta sama. Shi kuma opposite shi ne side ɗin da ke facing angle ɗin, that is the opposite. Shi kuma line da yake ko ina tsawo, the longest side and the side facing the right angle is always the what? Is always the hypotenuse. Understand? So what does Pythagoras theorem says? The Pythagoras theorem says the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Abinda Pythagoras theorem ya ce, idan muka samu right angle triangle, idan aka yi ma, when we square the hypotenuse, misali this is A, this is B, this is C, when we square this hypotenuse, the result will be exactly the same as when we square this and add them. Abinda ake yi shi ne square hypotenuse shi kadai daidai yake da square wa'annan side ɗin guda biyu a tara su, sannan su square hypotenuse shi kadai. That is what the Pythagoras theorem says. So, applying this, we have what? Then applying Pythagoras theorem. Applying Pythagoras theorem. We have what? Square of the hypotenuse, R square, is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. What do we have here? 24 square plus what? Plus 16 square. You see? Square of the hypotenuse, that is R square, is equal to what? Sum of the squares of the other two sides. That is ko on the side then we make square, sannan we tara shi ne zai ba mu a wannan. So what do we have now? What do we have when we square this? This is 5, 7, 6, I believe, and then this is 2, 5, 6. 2, 5, 6. Then we have what? R square. The one you square is 24 square, you get what? 5, 7, 6. That is 24 square is 24 times 24. 24 times 24, 6, 1, 8, 9, 8, 4, 6, 17, 7, 1, 5. That is why we get 576. Then here 16 times 16, definitely to give you what? 256, that is 16 times 16, 36, 63, we have 9, we have 6, we have 1, we have 6, we have 15, 5, we take 1, we have 2, we have 256. So now, this implies that r square is equal to, what are we going to do? We add. When we add, what we get? So we have 6, 6, then we have 12, 2. Then we have 12, we have 1, we have 13, we have 3. Then we have 7, we have 1, we have what? We have 8. We have 8, 3, 2. 8, 3, 2. So we are looking for what? We are looking for r. What are we going to do? We check the square root of both sides. We check the square root of both sides. Tunda mun ta abin da muke nema shine wa r. So r muke so ba r square. So idan kana neman letter, kana neman variable, sai kasance cewa wannan variable din is raised to power 2. The way, simplest way that you can get to the root of that square is what? By taking the square root of both sides. Idan abin da kake nema yana da square, kana son ka fidda ta shi ne kake taking the square root of both sides. So this implies that square is equal to the square root of 8, 3, 2. So what do we have? So these are, or square will cancel this, therefore r is what? Square root of 8, 3, 4 is 28.84. It's 28.84 kilometers. That is one machine displacement, and that is the total displacement down the cover at home. How many? 28.84 kilometers. Amma take note. Ba wai abin da muke so mu gano kawai size na displacement din ba. A'a, ana son kuma a gano direction. Wannan nisan tahiyar da ya 28.84 kilometers ina ya dosa daga arewa yadda ya gabas misali koko daga gabas yadda ya kudu koko daga yamma wannan shi zai ma determine. Understand? So, idan da mu gano direction, we must find this angle alpha. And to find the direction, So let's use this. See this? Which one are we going to use? We have r now. We have right to use, we can use sine, we can use tan, and we can use what? Cos. Because we have opposite, we have adjacent, we have hypotenuse. As you can see, we have the hypotenuse, we got it there, 28.84. So let's use this one. Let's use tan, opposite of our adjacent. So using what? Tan alpha is what? Tan is opposite all over adjacent. So this implies that tan alpha is opposite is what? 24. Is 24 divided by adjacent in the angle in take comma 90 degree take is what? 16. So we have 16. So this implies that alpha is equals to 24 divided by what? Divided by 16. What are we going to get? It just look like 1.5, right? 1.5, something like that, I think. Cool? It's 1.5. 24 divided by 16 is 1.5, right? 4 into this, 4 into this, 6, 4 into this, 4, 2 into this, 3, 2 into this, 2. This divided by this is 1.5. So we are looking for what? We are looking for alpha. Last time, when I trigonometry, previous topic, last time trigonometry. Now I want to show you, don't ever divide both sides by any trigonometric ratio. Please don't dare do that. Misali, abin da nake yi da shi ne, kila kana da sin theta is equal to 4. A ce wai ka gano theta sai ka ce divide both sides by sine. This one is prohibited in mathematics. You cannot do that. You can check the sine inverse. Na da yi magana wancan topic ɗin na trigonometry. So we have used the same here. We applied the same method here. Wa muke nema nan? alpha. So what are we going to do? We take the tan inverse of this. So this implies that, alpha is equal to tan inverse of what? 1.5. 1.5. Ko? Idan kana da normal calculator irin tamu sai ka sa 1.5, sai ka sa second function, sai ka sa tan. Make sure your calculator is in degree. You just press 1.5, you press second function, then you press tan. The result will display. Idan kuma kana da normal wannan scientific calculators, shine you write what? Shift tan. The tan inverse will appear. Then you press what? 1.5. Then you press what? Equal sign. The result will display. So therefore, alpha is equal to what? Our alpha is 56.31 degree. 56.31 degree. But Bagano direction, Papa, this is 56.31 degree. Look at this. We are always measuring angles. Look at this. If you have something like this, see, remember your bearing. This is north, this is south, this is east, and this is west. We are not measuring angles. We are always measuring angles from what? From the north, you see? From the north to east, just like this. Understand? So look at this. We have something like this. So say maka gano wannan angle din. Wannan angle din, is it our target angle? Exactly, no. Which one is our target angle? This angle. This angle is our target angle. Why? So that we are moving from this to this. So this is our what? This is our resultant. This is our resultant. So we want to measure an angle formed between the what? Nose and the resultant. So this is our target angle. So we must find this. So how can we find this angle? How can we find this angle? Okay, let me call this one theta. Let me call this one theta. Just like this. Remember, theta plus what? Alpha is what? 90 degree. As you can see, this is what? Right angle. Oh, the what? Right angle. So what we have now? So theta is equal to 90 degree minus what? Alpha. So theta is 90 degree minus what is alpha? We have gotten. This is 56.31 degree. Oh? Yeah. So 90 minus 56.1 degree is what? 33.69. So we have 33.69 degree. 33.69 degree. So it means this angle is what? 33.69 degree. So the magnitude of our displacement is what? 28.84 kilometers. The direction is what? North, 33.69 degree, do what? Do east. So magnitude, so the displacement in magnitude is what? Is 28.84 kilometer in direction. Which direction? Now what? 33.69 degree do what? Do east. Now kada ka rubewa. Yes, ka gane cewa wannan ba ita ce target angle din mu ba, kada ka sake ka ce wai target angle is this. Is 56.31. Dole ne sai mun gano ta wannan alpha din, so sai kai subtracting din ta from what? From 90. Shi dai baka wannan angles din. We are measuring angle from what? North to east, just like that. So we just take this 190, we subtract this, and it gives us what? 33.69 degrees. And now come on, I added the one that what the child down the 90. Sorry. If you take this 56.31, 33.69 6, 9, you get this 0, 0, 0, 9. So here we come to the end of this problem. Now muka zo karshen wannan problem din da ka bi zaka bi cewa duk wanda zaka ga cewa it is very easy, very straightforward, and it is well explanatory. So zaka ga da bayanin shi ma kawai yake da solution. So thank you very much.